Hello, YouTube. So, my name is Christabel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to talk about my orchiectomy surgery. I keep wanting to say orchidectomy. I realized, like, in the past 2 videos that I made, I've been saying orchidectomy surgery, and I'm like, no, bitch, that's not what you had. Like, but basically, it was a castration. I mean, the simplest way to explain it, penis, testicles, they cut off the balls because the testicles have your testosterone, 90% of your testosterone. It's an alternative to SRS surgery, and it was just one of the surgeries that God had in the books for me. It was a surgery that I wanted to do. It's pushing me closer and closer towards my end goal, which is to have that designer pussy. So, in the first video, I talked about the whole experience, like getting to the place and all of that. The second video, I just talked about changes in my body. But in this video, I wanted to talk a lot about just how your body responds in terms of sexually. I wanted to discuss that because, look, it's a concern. A lot of us don't want to talk about sex, but come on, sex is a part of life. How did we get here? So a lot of people's main concern is that, oh my gosh, am I still going to be aroused? So look at it in this way. You have a male body and you have a female body. The way men respond to sex is different to the way that females respond to sex. Now, that doesn't mean either way is better than the other. It just means it's different. When you have the surgery, yes, your sexual organs will be affected. I found with myself, and I can only talk about my experience and how my body responded. I found in my case that yes, of course, I still get aroused, you know, but it's not with the same vigor as what it was before. You know, I think so many people are misinformed about transgender women's bodies. They watch, you know, porn on Pornhub, and they see these transgender girls and they think that, oh, they're all gonna act that way. No, honey. Your body becomes a little bit different, but it's all about learning your body and being patient with yourself and realizing that what you had before when you still had your testicles, that's gone, and you need to put it to rest and focus on the new body that you have. You know what I mean? So that is the main thing. I'm not as easily aroused as what I was when I had both of my testicles. Now, I had the surgery last year in March, so it's October right now, so you do the math. The biggest changes, though, have just been, like I said in a previous video, my boobs started growing with the estrogen. I mean, the minute I had the surgery, the pills that I was taking, they literally just, yeah, they just took off. It was like I was putting them into fertile ground, and within 2 to 3 months, I was already being read as female, which, you know, may not be important to you, but for me, it was very, very important. You know what I mean? And yeah, that was just, it was just amazing. It was just amazing. It was just amazing. In terms of cost, I had my surgery in Port Elizabeth, and I paid roughly about 15,000 Rand. Now, the prices fluctuate. If you're thinking of having this type of surgery, and you're fortunate enough to live in a smaller city like East London, Port Elizabeth, Pietermaritzburg, Kimberley, or Polokwane, I'm assuming that it'll be cheaper in those cities because, for whatever reason, the bigger the city is, the more expensive the surgery. I don't know how that works, but it's just something you're going to have to look into. Like I said in my first video, the doctor that I had the surgery with, he was a complete jackass. He was a douchebag. He was an idiot, but he did a good job. So I'm happy. Because that's all that I really cared about. I didn't care about his bedside manner or anything like that. So you are just going to have to do research for yourself and speak to the doctor that works best with you. If this surgery is for you and this is something that you're going to do, blessings. I wish you the best. I wish you the best, the best, the best. And I'm excited for you. And just know that there are people who love you. There are people who support you. And there are people who are going to stand with you in this journey. Keep your chin up, girl. It's going to be okay, I promise. Alright, bye. Watch my next video.